To understand that, like, the being on the set with her was, the idea was it should feel like one of her dinner parties.
For decades, the world believed they knew Meg Ryan, the soft voice, the gentle humor, the woman who taught an entire generation how love was supposed to feel. From the outside, her life looked like a perfect romantic movie. But behind the glowing smile lived a story filled with abandonment, betrayal, public humiliation, private collapse, and a fight to survive when the spotlight turned cruel. And in 2025, when she walked onto the Oscar stage beside Billy Crystal, the world froze, not because of who she was, but because of how much she had changed. In that moment, one question echoed everywhere. What really happened to America's sweetheart? Meg Ryan was born on November 19, 1961, in Fairfield, Connecticut, as Margaret Mary Emily and Hira. Her mother, Susan Jordan, was an English teacher with dreams of acting, while her father, Harry Hira, taught mathematics and raised the family with discipline and quiet routine. Their home revolved around books, schoolwork, and Sundays at St. Pius X Church. But in 1976, everything shattered. At just 15 years old, Meg watched her mother leave for New York City to chase an acting career. The car pulling away from the driveway left behind a wound that never truly healed. That sudden abandonment planted deep trust issues that would follow her into every relationship she would ever have. Meg pushed forward with fierce determination. At Bethel High School, she stood out not only for her beauty, but for her discipline and quiet ambition. Teachers remembered her as focused, calm, and driven far beyond her years. At just 16 years old, she won a statewide beauty contest that opened doors to scholarships and public attention for the first time. She enrolled at the University of Connecticut to study journalism, believing that storytelling might become her future. But the pull of performance never left her. After a short time, she transferred to New York University, stepping deeper into the world her mother had once chased. To survive financially in New York City, she appeared in Burger King commercials, smiling through long shoots, unaware that these small moments in front of the camera were slowly preparing her for a much larger stage. In 1981, with one semester left, Margaret Hira made a life-altering choice after landing a role on As the World Turns, earning $550 a week. The paycheck felt like liberation, and she left college to pursue acting. Around this time, Margaret Hira officially became Meg Ryan, a name Hollywood considered softer and more marketable. Her early career was harsh. She debuted in Rich and Famous under director George Cukor, followed by the low-budget horror film Amityville 3D, where critics dismissed her as forgettable. Refusing to quit, Meg Ryan trained relentlessly at the Lee Strasberg Theater Institute while working in Manhattan, turning rejection into determination. Fame brought opportunity, but also pressure she had never known. Film after film followed, including failures that taught her humility. But in 1989, one scene sealed her forever in Hollywood history, the famous deli moment in When Harry Met Sally, with Billy Crystal performing in front of a real restaurant full of strangers. She repeated the scene over and over until it became iconic. That single moment turned her into the undisputed queen of romantic comedy. Soon after, Sleepless in Seattle made over to $127 million worldwide and transformed her into one of the highest-paid actresses on earth. Yet behind the celebration, panic attacks began tightening their grip around her chest as paparazzi chased her relentlessly. During the filming of Sleepless in Seattle, she even dislocated her shoulder while running in freezing rain during a stunt, and still pushed through the production in pain. She followed with emotionally brutal roles in When a Man Loves a Woman and City of Angels, absorbing grief, addiction, and heartbreak until her nervous system could barely rest. She wasn't just acting suffering, she was living inside it. At the same time, her personal life seemed perfect to the public. In 1991, she married actor Dennis Quaid in Paris after meeting him on Interspace. Hollywood crowned them a golden couple, but behind closed doors, their marriage was built on secret cracks. Dennis Quaid battled cocaine addiction for years. Rehab stays came and went. In 1992, Meg Ryan gave birth to their son, Jack Quaid, after a traumatic 28-hour labor that ended in an emergency C-section. Postpartum depression nearly destroyed her. As she struggled silently with motherhood, she also discovered that her husband's faithfulness was an illusion. Affairs followed one another. Hotel receipts revealed betrayals. Dennis Quaid later admitted to multiple one-night stands while Meg was filming Sleepless in Seattle. By Thanksgiving of 1997, a violent relapse destroyed what remained of the marriage. In 2000, she filed for separation. By 2001, their once glorious love story ended in divorce, while her marriage collapsed. Meg Ryan was filming Proof of Life with Russell Crowe during a season of emotional vulnerability. A secret affair began. Paparazzi exposed it in 2000, and the backlash was immediate and brutal. The media painted her as the villain, ignoring years of betrayal she had endured. Miramax canceled a $12 million romantic comedy contract overnight. Studio executives believed her wholesome image was destroyed. Film offers vanished. Within months, one of the most powerful women in Hollywood became nearly unemployable. Attempts to reinvent herself only deepened the damage. Films stumbled at the box office. Critics grew colder. By 2009, after decades in the spotlight, Meg Ryan quietly walked away from Hollywood. No farewell interviews, no announcement. She disappeared from the industry and rebuilt her life in New York City, focusing entirely on raising Jack Quaid. She rejected nearly 20 romantic comedy offers to protect her son from the machine that had once consumed her. When he chose acting, she supported him privately and shielded him from cruelty when the internet mocked his appearance. In 2012, paparazzi photographs surfaced that reignited attention. Her face looked noticeably different. Rumors of cosmetic surgery flooded the internet. For years, she refused to confirm or deny anything. The speculation followed her quietly until March of 2025. When Meg Ryan stepped onto the Oscar stage with Billy Crystal, the world froze. Social media exploded with images and cruel comparisons. Plastic surgeons speculated publicly. Memes spread across every platform. Once again, the spotlight returned, this time sharper than ever. Months later, she finally spoke. In 2025, on a podcast interview, Meg Ryan revealed her longtime struggle with body dysmorphia and the emotional devastation caused by the public shaming surrounding her divorce and affair. She admitted that there were moments when she wanted to leave Hollywood forever. She described feeling sabotaged, misunderstood, and emotionally broken. For the first time in decades, the world heard her truth without filters. Now at 63, Meg Ryan is living a new chapter. She launched her own production company focused on authentic stories of women who were silenced. She is producing projects inspired by her real custody battle with Dennis Quaid, while protecting Jack Quaid from reliving old wounds. She is narrating a Netflix series on classic Hollywood scandals, offering her voice to stories that once destroyed careers just like they nearly destroyed hers. She no longer chases fame. She chooses meaning. Meg Ryan was adored, then condemned, then forgotten, but she never disappeared. She transformed. Today, she stands not as America's sweetheart, but as a survivor of fame and cruelty. If her story moved you, like, share, and subscribe for more untold Hollywood truths. Thanks for watching.